References that I need. I got Miss Cammie. You know, they get the gist.
More importantly, she's reconnected with her children.
They say this. My daughter still respects me. My son's getting to know me. This is my son, Mr. Jacovier. That's Mr. Jacovier. And this is my son with his sister, which is my daughter, Shara. My two beautiful ones.
It's really hard. Recovery's hard. It's doable. It's totally doable, but it's a tough road, and every success is huge. So Selena is huge.
Selena's 30 Days in Hamtramck's wellness program helped her find the direction she desperately needed.
Keeps it real.
Downtown, Officer Starks keeps a close eye on the Fresh Start women. Rukia has been clean for a couple of weeks and is determined to stay that way.
I don't remember ever literally stopping to smell flowers, or I can't even tell you if I really paid attention to the sun rising or not. I mean, that's how dark it is when you use drugs. It's really that dark and that deep. I mean, I'm in jail right now, and I still look outside and see sunrises because I'm clean, I'm sober, I'm healthy. It's a totally different experience, you know. If I can just keep myself staying this way, I know that I can do so many things.
Reluctant at first, Rukia is anxious to continue in Fresh Start.
I'm going to go and talk to your case manager, let them know my findings, and they'll go from there, you know, as to, you know, what's going to happen, okay?
Okay, so my chances of being in the program are very slim.
I didn't say that. You asked me to look into your history, and that's what I did. If this is something that you want, then nothing's going to hold you back.
Okay, sure.
So, you know, it's just up to you.
Surprisingly, a few days later, Starks finds a familiar face back on the pod. After 2 weeks back on the streets, Michelle was captured by the sheriff's department during a random sweep. While on the streets, Michelle became very ill.
How you feeling now?
Okay, I heard. My body's starting to swell up a lot. But other than that, there's nothing they can do. They want to get me in to get a biopsy done, but they don't know. So
Michelle has hepatitis C, most likely from dirty needles. And now, her liver is failing. Unless she gets a liver transplant in the next 6 months, she could die. Michelle needs Stark's help more than ever.
Stuff for you. They are sending you out. So the jail, they are doing the best that they can thus far.
They can't put me on no kind of medication because everything messes with my liver. I can't even take Tylenol. He got a tooth that broke because I was eating my commissary, my wire pots. And they can't even pull it. They can't pull it. They can't take a chance of having an infection because they can't put me on any kind of antibiotics or nothing. So,
stay hopeful.
I'm trying to
stay hopeful. You have to stay hopeful. They say 6 months or so. That's not what we say.
I know.
Okay.
I'm trying. 6 months I will be dead. I honestly think that.
Don't. Stop it. Stop it. I'll go and I'll talk to the judge and see what's going to happen. I'll talk to Ms. Foster today, actually. As soon as I get a break, I'll, you know, go and talk to her. But
thank you.
If you get this food, Michelle.
I'm trying. I can do it. I did it to myself. And that just makes it even worse, knowing I did it to, I could have prevented this. I could have prevented this.
I talked to her, and she was pretty much beating herself up. And I wasn't going to beat on her no more than she already was, you know. My thing with her is to keep her uplifted, keep her positive. If I can get her to just stay focused on the positive in spite of, you know, then that's a good thing. They're caught up in the greed.
Starks knows that not everyone will succeed.
I'm sure they will.
But for her, Fresh Start has made a huge difference for women who have never had a break before.
It's great watching them change their lives and become productive, you know, paying taxpayers, you know, giving back to society. I like to look at it from this end.
A couple of times a year, she gets to see some of the women blossom. Today, 5 Fresh Start women take part in a graduation ceremony led by Judge Lloyd. 40 women have made it so far, out of the 109 who have been through the program.
Oh, God, the highlight of my job is graduation for them. You know, I look at them and I consider them such soldiers. And then for them to persevere, you know, knowing everything they've gone through. A lot of women who graduated are mothers. You know, they're working, they have educational challenges, you know, but they worked on it. They didn't give up. They pushed forward, and then to see them at the end, you know, it's just a beautiful thing. And I can't wait to see the ones in the unit here come that far. You know, some of them you can just look at and tell, okay, they got the strength in them, but they don't know it yet. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to keep nurturing that strength until they eventually tap into it. Some of them do. Some of it will take a while. Donita, you got yours? Yes, ma'am.
Starks knows that drugs, poverty, and crime are not going to disappear, and that women like Michelle and Selena, along with hundreds of others, will always be at serious risk.
Your daughter? No.
Yet people like Starks and Cammie Jewel and Officer Buffy refuse to give up.
台北都会台每周一晚间10点，侯家看台北与您探讨台北市的各项大事。